back to you, Sharad, once we have live streamed. Right?
And I'll again request the host to please mute everyone. Could we do that? I cannot see being muted.
Done.
Good morning, sir.
I can still hear some sound, so you'll have to keep muting all the time, Sharad and others.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Anubhav, Chaitanya, just please keep muting everyone. It will be a constant exercise.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
We are live on YouTube. I think another 2 minutes we should start. Poonam, you want to just, before we start, address the students, keep addressing them, and we start.
Yes. Yes. Hello, morning, everyone.
I'll again request the host to please keep muting everyone, and I'll request the participants, the students, welcome. We'll appreciate if you can mute yourselves, please. Shivani, I think you're not muted. So I'll also request the host to please keep muting every.
Good morning, sir.
I request everyone to please stay on mute.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, everyone. I just
Good morning,
request.
ma'am.
Every... Okay. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Just please put yourself on mute, everyone. Sharad, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I don't know, somehow the screen froze.
No, ma'am. We have muted everyone.
All right. Okay.
So we can request them to mute, but switch on their camera. So we'd love to see the lovely students, Poonam. And
yes, of
I
course.
guess it's time to start. So could you start? That'll be my request to you.
Yes, I think we are all set to start. Morning, everyone, and welcome to this very wonderful day. I know it's a very unique experience to welcome you like this. I'm Poonam Nanda. I'm the Dean Student Welfare with Shoolini University. And I'm also the director for the Sprint program, which is a skill enhancement program. And I'll tell you about that later. But I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. You know, normally life in campus at this time is buzzing with activity, with new students, old students, buddies, everyone running around in circles. And it feels so different this time because you are in all parts of the country and we are welcoming you also from different stations. But let me assure you that this experience, even if it is online, will be one of the best experiences that you have in your lifetime. So welcome to Shoolini University on behalf of Dr. Khosla, our Vice Chancellor, Atul Khosla, our Pro Vice Chancellor. The entire faculty and the new students are welcome to this program. You know, Corona happened so suddenly that it threw life out of gear. We were not prepared for it. I'm sure neither were you. But as they say, every challenge is an opportunity to rise up and fight the odds. And that's exactly what we did. And I'm really proud to say that at Shoolini, nothing was delayed, nothing was postponed. We finished our syllabus, we went on for online examination, our admission team was in full gear, our old students joined well in time, their term has already started. And today, the new students are here. What could be more wonderful than that? Today, as you start a new journey with Shoolini University, I'm sure you're very excited. But there must be some anxiety, some nervousness. But let me assure you that we at Shoolini consider every student to be our very own. Your worries are our worries. Your concerns are our concerns. You're happy, we are happy. You go down, we are there to hold your hand. So be assured that you are in the right place. In the 10 years, the journey of Shoolini has been very exciting. Dr. Khosla and Atul will tell you more about it. Our research is second to none. Our rankings improve all the time. Our placements are the envy of other institutes. But it is the students who are the heart and the soul of a campus. And not having you here is not a very good feeling. But still, we are connected with our hearts, with our souls, and I'm sure we will make this term to be one of the most exciting ones. Yesterday, we had an audition for the freshers. And did you know that we had more than 80 entries for the online competition that we are going to have in a couple of days? I was so amazed. And it was almost 11 o'clock when we finally wound up all our auditions. Thank you for that overwhelming response. You are excited. We are equally excited. Also, let me tell you that Shoolini will give you the best education, but we do not limit ourselves to the classrooms alone. We have world-class faculty, world-class infrastructure, but we give you an experience outside the class which will also enhance your personality. And later in life, you will realize how important it was to spend that time outside the classroom as well. Whether it is Moksh or Manchtantra, our big events, or it is our social projects where you reach out to the society and make a difference, or it could be any competition, sports, declamations, debates, you name it and we have it. And I assure you that we have already started having our e-events. And just because we are sitting at home does not mean that the life outside the classroom will happen. So before I introduce you to Dr. Khosla and Atul, I wanted to actually, because a lot of students have been asking us, what does the campus look like? What is campus life? And we have such a beautiful campus. So I just want to show you a little glimpse of a video of the campus, showing you some of the central places that you will enjoy when you come back soon. So over to the video, and I will just little bit explain as to what goes on. Okay, over to you, Chaitanya. Yeah, so that looked like a lot of fun, right? Zumba, Nukkad Natak. And let me tell you, the Nukkad Nataks are all about cancer awareness, women empowerment, and we carry them not only in the campus, but also to the schools and colleges nearby. And now I'm going to show you the Milkha Singh Stadium. You can see a picture of it. And also, we'd like to show you a glimpse of the galleries that we have, which are dedicated to Nobel Prize winners. It's an amazing setup that I think very few campuses in the country would have. You can see some amazing pictures and also the important events of these great personalities. Over to you, Chaitanya. Yeah, that was the Cancer Research Center, which has recently been inaugurated. And once everyone is back in campus, we will start the Cancer Research Center. And also let me tell you that there is a Cancer Creative Studio also dedicated, where we have our, theater and street plays that are dedicated to spreading awareness on campus. Let me now show you what the Adda is. I'm sure everyone's very excited. Ye Adda kya cheez hai? So Adda is the place where everyone gets together and has fun. And I'm also going to show you a glimpse of Yuvraj Stadium, a wonderful stadium which UV himself came and inaugurated. And of course, the beautiful Shoolini temple, where we go and pray before every function starts for a good beginning. So over to you. Wow. I'm sure you're all very excited about looking at the campus. Amazing, isn't it? So we are really, really looking forward to the time when you can all be on campus and we can go back to this lovely life of Shoolini. So, as I said, we start every occasion with a prayer to Goddess Saraswati to bless us and to ensure that we have a good year ahead. So welcome everyone. We will now do the Saraswati Vandana and the lighting of the lamp.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ स्वर की देवी ये संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे तू स्वर की देवी ये संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा हर गीत तुझसे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे तेरी शरण में हमें प्यार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
And now I welcome the man behind Shoolini University, our mentor, the creator of this university, whose relentless passion has led to this establishment. Our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Khosla, a man we all look up to, a leader we all admire and appreciate. And once you're in campus, you will realize what a wonderful person he is. Completely student-centric, student-friendly, and all the students are his best friends. No matter what happens in campus, we may say no to things, but students know कि Dr. Khosla के पास चले जाएंगे तो अपनी बात जरूर मनवा लेंगे. So over to you. I welcome Dr. Khosla to please come up and address the new admissions, the new students, the new batch of 2020. Over to Dr. Khosla. I invite him.
Dear students, before I welcome you, let me just say Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Shakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurube Namah. Manatha Shri Jagannatho Madguru Shri Jagat Guru Mamatma Sarvbhut Atma Tasmai Shri Gurube Namah. Dhyan Moolam Guru Murti, Puja Moolam Guru Padam, Mantra Moolam Guru Vakyam, Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa. Guru Madhya Sthita Mata, Matri Madhya Sthito Guru. In these shlokas, it is a transitional phase and it is a link between the teacher and the student. throughout the ages, we have been paying respect to the teachers, and teachers are the source of the wisdom for the students. From school, normally you go to colleges, but in your case, you are directly coming to the university. So it is a big change. You will get full freedom, and sometimes freedom is misused and the student gets astray. So my first advice is that always enjoy life, enjoy freedom, but within the limits what has been taught by the parents and the teachers. You had the blessings of Ma Saraswati. Saraswati is the consort of Lord Vishnu, and it is the goddess of music, art, education, literacy, and anything which deals with intellect. If I say I was very lucky that I had always the blessings of Ma Saraswati than that of the Ma Lakshmi. Lakshmi is changeable. You can be rich, next day you can be poor. Those who are blessed with Saraswati, they are blessed forever. Once you have learned something in class, in university, among yourself, meeting with the students and the teachers, that is your own. कहते हैं वो आपका अपना खजाना है. That is your own property. That is a lifelong thing that will stay with you. Sometimes the teachers are so good, even at this age. Long back, I was at Punjab University, Chandigarh. I was a student. I had my school teacher, Master Jagannath Grover. And when he will used to come in the history class, he will ask us to raise slogans on patriotism. So we were so much impressed by that. And after a decade, I met him at the university campus. I touched his feet. Then I was PhD students. So that is the reverence for the good teachers. I assure you, most of the teachers in the university will be like that, whom you would like to meet with reverence. And when you are in the university, the life will change. I assure you, Shoolini University is meant for your intellectual growth, your freedom, your protection and safety in the campus, as has been shown in the campus life and the other activities that you all need in adolescence. Everything is here, but my advice to the students is, we remain in limit. Now coming back to Shoolini University. Shoolini University directly linked with me. So students may be knowing from the website about Dr. Khosla. This institution, I got interested in establishing private education at the age of, I would say, 64, 65. And it's just a coincidence. Yesterday I was reading there are three types of people. Those are 1 horsepower, वो कहते हैं कर लेंगे, ठीक है, कर लिया. Second is the midway, वो कर सकते हैं if the duty is assigned to them. Third are the people who are always looking for the opportunity. Even in adversity, they change into opportunity. So those are the people I would like that Shoolini University will like you to change into that type of the student, that type of the disciple, that type of the people. When you go back in life, you are always ready to take challenge and do what others cannot do. I'm saying from my own life, I belong to the third category. That is why I could establish the university at the age of 65. It was with a purpose, it was with a mission that I should do something different from others, a university which should be a world class university. At that time, there was a statement of Lord, Dr. Kalam, then he was the president of India. He, at one of the convocations, said, I'm very sorry, I'm very ashamed that none of the Indian university figures among 200 global universities. So that went into my mind. I thought, why not to have that mission for this university? This university has that mission, that we would like to be among 200 global universities. For that, obviously, we have to work hard. It's not an easy thing. I was a fool that I had such a big mission. But I am happy to tell in last 1 decade, we are slowly and slowly treading towards that path. And something we have achieved, especially in our research. We are the best in the world. Our research data is rubbing shoulders with the global best universities like Oxford, Cambridge, Stanford, and others. And our data is double than that of the Indian universities. So we will meet other parameters also. Maybe in your time, the Shoolini University gets the mission, gets the fulfillment of its aim to the 200 global universities. With your cooperation, with your participation, I think those who will win the university in the next 3-4 years, successes will come. There are different aspects of education. Your parents are expecting you. You are coming to the university with a background when the government of India established, just given us the new educational policy, which is entirely different from than what was in the past. This policy has its roots from what we were in the ancient India. It recalls us towards the Nalanda and Takshila, the top world universities, when the scholars would come from different countries, from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south, everywhere to have their education in ancient Indian universities. They were teaching everything, and it was multidisciplinary in nature, from art, science, music, economics, mathematics, Vedic mathematics, anything you name of that time that was being taught there. So this is the thought process in the present education. So that no, education is not boring. Education is interesting. You are expected to study your subject. Along with that you should get education and the interest in which you have. Your interest can be in music, your interest can be in dance, plays, drama, anything you talk, yoga. Yoga here, I would not only physical fitness, even the transcendental meditation. Why don't you sit in meditation? That is our old heritage. That will give you peace, solace, and happiness. So, dear students, Shoolini, when you are in Shoolini University, you will be getting all flavors of life, from modernity to the Gurukul concept. That is my thought process. That in the modern times, we should be as primitive as our people lived in then, and as broad-minded as the Western people are today. Our education should be a mixture of both East and West, so that because we knew that East is what had been always for spirituality, West is for material life. So even at the national level, it is a combination of the two. And in Shoolini University, we are adhering to that principle. You are here in the background of COVID-19. You will always remember in your lifetime 2022. You will never forget it. You are in the age group of today, 19, 20, 22. So obviously you are longing to go. So you will discuss with it when you are married, you have your children, your grandchildren. Oh, you will always say, oh, I was then, we had a different type of induction. It was all online. Isn't this strange, dear students, that you are having an induction? You are not seeing the Vice Chancellor. You are seeing his picture. So I wish you all the best. We assure you the bright career. Disdain from evil, disdain from drugs. People call it modernity. It's not modernity. It is backwardness. That if you are going, God has given you everything, every happiness. Why should you go towards that? So even if you take care of one factor, only one factor, you do not fall prey to these things. So all happiness will flow. I assure you on behalf of everyone in Shoolini University, we are for you. We are meant to be for you, and we will serve you to the best of our ability till you pass out, till you go to career, whether you are going abroad, whether you are going for job in the company, or whatever career you do, you will be the best. Remember, worship Saraswati. Then once you get her blessings, they will always be with you. Thank you very much. I welcome you all to Shoolini University. God bless you all. Thank you very much. So now I think oath.
Yes, sir. We will now, I request all the students also to please stand up wherever they are, because now we will take the oath. This is a small pledge that we take at every beginning of the session to say that we will follow the guidelines and be good citizens and be wonderful Shoolinians. So, sir will speak the sentence and you will आप उसको अपने आप repeat कर सकते हैं.
You all should stand up.
We all should stand
All
up.
students should stand. They should raise their right hand. First, I will say I, then there is a blank, you will speak your name. मेरा हूँ मैं प्रेम कुमार खोसला कहूँ, तुम भी प्रेम कुमार खोसला कह दो. So please say your name. I, Prem Kumar Khosla, do solemnly pledge to become a good student at Shoolini University. My purpose at Shoolini University will be to seriously devote myself to learn and acquire knowledge in the field of my discipline, and to lead an active social life, to become a responsible, considerate, and a creative professional, to serve the humankind with a sense of excellence. Through my actions and behavior, I shall aim to develop my personality and acquire noble traits of honesty, compassion, and sincerity, to become a worthy and proud ambassador of my Shoolini University. After completion of my course of studies here, therefore I promise that I will be conscientious in my academic work and discriminating in my social contacts and associations. I will live and conduct myself at the university with a sense of discipline. I will set a realistic goal and remember that I must do my duty. I will strive to manage my time to acquire skills in communication and leadership. I will act with utmost integrity and pursue my studies and perform in an ethical manner. I will seek assistance when I need and give it where I can. I will value the interest of my fellow students in the university. I will take responsibility of my actions and learn to accept my mistakes and identify lessons from them to ensure my continuous learning and growth throughout my life. I will develop myself and my juniors to be innovative so that my professors continues to grow and contributes to the well-being of human mankind. I will guard myself against my behavior that advances my own narrow ambitions. I shall be guided by the concept of service to others. I remember that all times I represent Shoolini University and I will bring no harm or shame to her and her faculty. I will be accountable to my teachers and my seniors for living by this oath. This oath I make freely and upon my honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to invite Professor Atul Khosla, our Pro Vice Chancellor. Just to give you a little brief about Atul, sir, he's been in the top-notch positions at companies like Oliver Wyman and McKinsey and has had a fantastic corporate career. But it was his love for academics and students that brought him here to Shoolini University, where he spends his 24/7 time now. And I can tell you that it is his energy, enthusiasm, and foresight that has really helped Shoolini to reach where it is. So, a very warm welcome to you, Atul sir, and over to you to tell the students about the Shoolini ethos and the life we live here at the campus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Poonam, and welcome all of you students. Before I start, let me ask a question. Am I audible? Am I audible, Poonam?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Wonderful, wonderful. If Meenakshi is listening to me, she can come to my room, I'll appreciate. So once again, a very, very warm welcome to all of you. dear students, I know this is an amazing day. I remember the day when I joined college around 30 years ago. So I was on my way to Kanpur. I studied at IIT Kanpur. And the first day was probably the most memorable day of my life. It was exciting. I was nervous. I started missing my parents. I started missing home. I started missing my friends. But then I made new friends. I made a new home. And I made learning my goal. It was amazing times 30 years back. 4 years of college is something that was absolutely mind-blowing. It was, I think, the golden age of my life. It's unfortunate that all of you are actually at home today, but there is a silver lining. And the silver lining is that you're getting a little more time with your parents. So after this induction, go and hug your mother, hug your father, and tell them that you love them. Because everything, every day that your parents do is for you. They can die for you. And I'm sure over the years, you will make your parents very, very proud. I'm very proud sitting over here today because it's my passion to give back to you students whatever I've learned in my life. Like I said, I studied in Himachal. I then went to IIT Kanpur. And I then went and did an MBA and spent many, many years in different parts of the world in many, many MNCs. But ultimately, Himachal pulled me back, Shoolini pulled me back, and you students pulled me back. So I have a very simple dream. And my dream is to make each one of you very, very successful. Much, much more successful than I am. अब आप सबने सुना होगा that India was सोने की चिड़िया. I'm sure all of you have heard this. I don't know whether India was सोने की चिड़िया or not. मगर आने वाले दिनों में India will be सोने की चिड़िया. And the reason is very simple, because the economics of the world are in our favor. India's GDP, or gross domestic product, will increase from $2 trillion today to $30 trillion, which means each one of us in the next 20 years will be 20 times richer. आप सबके पास बड़ी बड़ी गाड़ी होगी. मान लो मेरी बात. I'm not joking. आप सबके पास बड़े घर होंगे. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is to continue with the passion. I can do it. I will do it. इसको मैं fire in the belly बोलता हूँ. And I'll come to that later on. But you'll have to have the fire in the belly, the will to do, the attitude to kill it. And secondly, and most importantly, not to fall in bad company. Gandi company किसी को भी खराब कर देती है. So when I think about my 4 years at IIT, अगर आपने, you must have seen the movie 3 Idiots. There was a character called Raju who jumped from the 3rd floor. मेरा भी थोड़ा वही हाल था. I was a bad student. I graduated with a percentage marks of 62%. That's really bad for IIT. But after graduating out from IIT, कुछ हो गया, कुछ आग लग गई, passion आ गया. तो मुझे तो IIT के बाद आया. I hope and believe that all of you can get that passion now, starting now. But साथ में सिर्फ पढ़ाई नहीं करनी है, मस्ती भी मारनी है. Like Poonam said, we all have to have fun. Because happy people are successful, my dear students. Successful people need not be happy. So may you all be very, very happy. That's my prayer. I would now like to step back and talk a bit about Shoolini. What is Shoolini? What are the ethos of Shoolini? Why should you be very, very proud of being part of Shoolini and being part of the Shoolini family, or becoming a Shoolinial as we call it? So I'm going to take you through a small presentation, which hopefully you will enjoy. I'm not going to take more than 10 minutes, Poonam. So if you allow, can I share this presentation? Okay, here it is. So this is your university. This is Shoolini. And the title of this presentation is Building a Global University. Global because Your competition is not with your neighbors anymore, my dear students. Your competition is with everyone in the world. Everyone in the world is watching you. You can't say, I'm the best in my town, or I'm the best in my city, or I'm the best in my class. You have to be amongst the best in the world, or compete with the best in the world. And so do we. We can't say I'm the best university of Himachal anymore, or I'm one of the best universities of North India. We have to be the best university in the world. And that's Dr. Khosla's dream, and we're working towards that. In certain areas like research, Shoolini already is the best in the world, and I'll show you some data. In placements, we are amongst the best in the country. And most importantly, in student success, which is what you students come for, we are also amongst the best in the country, probably amongst the better in the world. Yesterday, a student came over. Her name is Anchal Thakur, and I felt so proud. Anchal is the daughter of a farmer, but she has huge dreams. She's now going to the National Taiwan University, NTU, which is one of the best universities of the world for her master's degree. She's got a full scholarship. It's free. They're also giving her money to study. And that's the passion that so many Shoolinians have. And that's the dream that many of you should have. And that is our dream, which is to be a top 200 global university by 2022. That's the Shoolini vision. You have to realize, students, that not a single Indian university, even the mighty IITs, are in the top 200. तो हमने पता किया, हमने बोला रेस का पहले पता तो कर लो, how good we are. So we asked the Times Higher Education, which is actually the rankings body, to tell us, are we really there? What is our ranking? And guess what, students? The THE came back and told us after this study that Shoolini today is amongst the best 500 universities of the world and the 4th best in the country, bracketed with IIT Bombay. These are not official results, but this is like an exit poll. So welcome once again to Shoolini, and welcome to amongst the most upcoming and most exciting universities of the world. You've got some great rankings. In NIRF, which is the Government of India rankings, our university, your university, is 101 to 150 ranked in India. That means out of 1,000 universities and 50,000 colleges across India, you are 0.2% amongst the best. Most of the universities ahead of us are very old universities, old public universities. We are the 16th best private university in India as per NIRF. Our pharmacy school is 39th ranked. Our management college is our MBA program, our BBA program, and BCom program is ranked 75 to 100 in India. There are more than 40,000 management institutes in the country. And our engineering college is ranked 112 in India. This makes us by far the best in North India. We are higher than the usual names, Chitkara, JP, and the others. In Atal Innovation Rankings, which recently came about, we came in the band A, which is 6 to 25 in the country. So we're in the same rank as a Manipal University or Amity University. On NAC, again, we are amongst the best in the state and the best in North India. We got a score of 2.92 out of 4. We are fully accredited. Global rankings are done by THE and QS. In THE, your university was ranked and nominated as a top 8 in Asia for using exemplary technology and student support. This is like the Oscars of higher education. We are QS certified in excellence in online education. Education World nominated us as India's #1 university for online teaching. This is way ahead of the big other universities that you might have evaluated. So thank you for choosing Shoolini. So we're better than the Amities and the VITs and the other big universities that you decided not to go to and choose Shoolini. So thank you for that, and we will not let you down. In India Today rankings, we're number 20th amongst all private universities in the country. And we are 3rd highest for all patent filers in the country. Huge achievements. So all done by you students. Without the students, we can do nothing. That's what you guys have done. So I keep asking these questions, which is say, why should we exist? Why should you work with us? And we have three very simple missions. One is to provide world-class education to our students. Second is to be completely honest in what we do. So you can come and challenge me on any of these areas. And thirdly, to teach you through deep research and innovation. You know, when I was studying, knowledge was premium. जिसके पास knowledge थी, वो successful था. In today's world, it is not about knowledge. Knowledge तो computer से निकल आता है. Artificial intelligence. What you need now is the ability to think, is the ability to innovate, is the ability to lead, is the ability to work in teams amongst yourselves, is the ability to communicate with each other, speak with each other, give public speeches, is the ability to collaborate, and most importantly, the ability to learn. सब कुछ वेब में है, सब कुछ इंटरनेट में है. हमने तो आपको एक आग लगानी है जिससे कि आप सीख सको. और उससे भी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट, the ability to unlearn. हर चीज चेंज होने वाली है अगले 10 साल में. What you learn today in science, those theories might be proven false in the next 10 years. So you should be able to unwind. I'll give a small example. जब मैं IIT में था, I learned a language called Pascal. No one uses Pascal today. Who uses Pascal? Pascal के बाद Fortran आया, Fortran के बाद COBOL आया, COBOL के बाद C आया, C++. And now we're talking about languages like Python and the likes. So if you don't unlearn what you've learned, how will you learn new future things? So ability to learn and unlearn should become your motto for life. And of course, your 4 years or 3 years actually. So we're 10 years old, we are fully regulated. We're very proud of Dr. Khosla. We're very proud that we are the only university in India that is founded and run by an academician. We're around 3,500 students, might be a little more, around 4,000 by the time you join. We are multidisciplinary, which means we teach everything from science to liberal arts, to English, to engineering, to AI, to management, to yoga, everything, agriculture, pharmacy. And why? Because knowledge flow होना चाहिए. Pharmacy वालों को भी music आना चाहिए. So we've got a concept that we've just started, flexibility of curriculum, we'll talk about it. So as a major in computer science, for example, you can do a minor in music or economics or agriculture or vice versa. And that's the power of the flexible curriculum actually. And finally, like I said, we're fully accredited and we've got a great set of rankings. That's another picture of a beautiful campus, your campus. We're in the middle of a pine forest. बहुत लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं, they ask me, Atul, आपके campus का size क्या है? And I laugh and say we are surrounded by 20,000 acres of forest. जंगल ही जंगल हैं, बहुत सुंदर है, मजे लीजिए. And our campus is very beautiful. That's the way we organized students. We have 6 colleges. The faculty, हम faculty और college को same बोलते हैं. So Faculty of Applied Sciences and Biotechnology. School means department. So within that, you have the School of Biotechnology, the School of Bioengineering, School of Agriculture. So जो B.Tech Biotechnology पढ़ रहे हैं बच्चे, they'll go into the School of Bioengineering. School of Biotechnology are the ones who are studying BScs, and School of Agriculture, of course, agriculture sciences. You've got a Faculty of Basic Sciences where students study physical sciences, chemical sciences, and biology sciences. The Faculty of Management Sciences and Liberal Arts is where we have the School of Business Management, where you do MBA, BBA, BCom, and School of Liberal Arts, where we have English, journalism, other topics. School of Hospitality, where students study hospitality, hotel management, culinary arts. School of Law, of course, law, and finally School of Journalism. All of these faculties are headed by top scientists or top professionals. For example, our School of Journalism is headed by Mr. Vipin Pabi. Vipin Pabi used to be the editor of Indian Express. Imagine learning journalism from the best journalists of the world. Or hotel management, where a school of hospitality and hotel management is run by Pradeep Mazumdar. Pradeep is one of India's finest hoteliers. Or in science, for example, a school of biotechnology is run by Saurabh Kulshrestha, one of India's leading biotechnologists. Dr. Anuradha is one of India's leading biotechnologists again. She's the dean of the School of Biotechnology. A school of pharma sciences, like I said, is amongst second to none. It's 39th in India. Lots and lots of exciting research is happening. And finally, our faculty of engineering and technology. So whether you're doing AI, computer science, or traditional electrical, mechanical, civil engineering, again, headed by the best professionals. So Brigadier Neeraj Parashar, who's an extremely exciting person, heads the Faculty of Engineering and Technology. Ashish Khosla is driving our efforts in computer science and engineering. Ashish is an engineer from PEC and then did his MBA from IIM Calcutta. All top professionals. So these are the type of people you're going to learn from. These are the type of faculty you're going to learn from. The heart of a university is a library. We have the best library in the country, students. That's the Yogananda Library. And it's open 24 hours. कभी भी जाके पढ़ाई कर सकते हो, या रेस्ट कर सकते हो, या जो भी करना चाहो कर सकते हो library. It's open, it's never closed. In fact, we have a world record of never closing our library. Even at Harvard and Stanford, the best universities of the world, they close the library for 1.5 to 2 days every year. Our library is never closed. You'll see that building, Yogananda Library behind you, and that's a beautiful place to be. We plan to make our labs open 24 hours. We want to make sure that the labs are accessible to all of you, whoever wants to go to the labs or any other facility, whether it's fun facility or learning facility. We have students from 24 different states, 7 different countries. 50% of the students are girls and 50% are boys. And we're very proud of these type of ratios we have. What have we achieved so far? We are India's #1 patent filer. You students have filed more than 450 patents over the last 3 years. On research, we are second to none, amongst the best in the world. Students who are alumni, which is students who graduated for Shoolini, are studying or working in the best organizations of the world. You've heard about universities like Stanford, Columbia, INSEAD, Tokyo University. Students have gone on fully funded scholarships there. Ernst & Young, GE, Bank of America, Marsh, Nestle, Biocon, Hindustan Lever, ITC, Dabur, HDFC, ICSCI. All these companies come and hire at Shoolini. Google. Our ranks are great. There are more than 250 foreign partnerships we have, which means after the second year or the first year, you want to go and spend 6 months in a foreign country, in a foreign university, then you can do that. Many times these are fully funded, including scholarships. For example, one of our students, Dr. Rosie Dhanta and Dipali, went to China where they not only got free tuition, but they also got pocket money to be there. We've been consistently awarded the best and cleanest university in Swachh Bharat. So you'll see a very, very exciting and clean campus that you saw. I wanted to say that, I wanted to show you some data that we are amongst the best universities in the world in research. Not that relevant for undergrad, but just an indication that you've joined the right university, the university that's pushing the frontiers of knowledge, pushing the frontiers of thinking. We're also very proud that we're able to provide this great education at very, very affordable prices compared to our competitors. So our fee structures, whether it's compared to Amity or OP Jindal or Shiv Nadar or Flame or Ashoka, which are our competitors, are 3 to 9 times cheaper than them. We are giving you great education at a very, very affordable fees. And we are very, very proud of it because you students can then give back that money to other students and make others successful. Great jobs. These are all different companies that hire at Shoolini. ICICI Bank, like I said, Mercer, Anand, Biocon, Dr. Reddy's, Upgrad, Cadbury, Tata Hitachi, Unilever, PepsiCo. So if you do well or not do so well, you can be pretty much assured of a great placement at Shoolini. So lovely work. Poonam also does a huge amount of work on helping people around you. We are very lucky people, my dear students. हमको दुनिया ने, भगवान ने बहुत कुछ दिया है. So we need to give back to the community. We need to give back to people who are underprivileged. Am I right? So we give lots and lots of scholarships to the lesser privileged. If you adopt villages, we have adopted 6 villages around Shoolini, जहाँ पे उनको cancer awareness, AIDS awareness. We provide senior citizen support. We plant trees and lots of stuff. बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं. Lots and lots of stuff with all of them. And that's part of education. Because education is not just about mugging from a book. जब मैं IIT में था और अब मुझसे लोग पूछते हैं, how much engineering do you know? And I say this much. I might not know engineering because I don't remember much, but IIT made me a great human being. A great human being is one who has the values, who's honest, who has the integrity, and also can think off the feet, is a great problem solver, and also has the people skills to lead a team. That's the type of skill we want to all have in all of you. So what makes us distinctive? We call it the 5-pillar model. It's our unique focus on research and innovation, even at the undergraduate level. Our governance, our vice chancellor, the people who run the university. You're going to go through innovative pedagogy, which means the way we teach. E-University that you're going to be joining once you start classes. Sprint, which Poonam will lead. Sprint is amazing fun. Skills that are needed, you get through Sprint. Writing seminars is something we adopted 3 years back. So you learn how to write. It's so important. Open electives, you can go and get minors in areas that you love. Flexible learning, minors and majors. And of course, finally, learning the softer side of the world through liberal arts. We've got great faculty from different parts of the world. And finally, I would say, it's you students who make us very proud and make us successful. So we seek the blessings of God and your support, students, to make Shoolini a great university. And we pray that all of you become world beaters. I'm sure there are at least 10 people sitting in this room, Poonam, who will be super duper achievers. These could be students who become owners of unicorns. Unicorns are people who got a $1 billion company, or a Nobel Prize winner, or an IAS officer, very senior IAS officer, or being super successful in whatever you want to do. So once again, I welcome you to Shoolini. It's very, very exciting for me to speak to you. It's a very nostalgic moment. I so wish you were in real and I could hug all of you, but unfortunately that can't be. So I'm going to give you a virtual hug and wish all of you the very, very best. Once again, good luck and thank you. But before I go, I'm going to read a small poem which I typically do. This poem is called Doraha. It's written by Javed Akhtar for his daughter. And you all know Zoya Akhtar. She's done multiple movies like Zindagi Na Miledgi Dobara. So poem ऐसे है, ये जीवन एक राह नहीं दो राह है, ये जीवन एक राह नहीं दो राह है, पहला रास्ता बहुत सहल है, पहला रास्ता बहुत सहल है, इसमें कोई मोड़ नहीं है, ये रास्ता इस दुनिया से बेजोड़ नहीं है, इस रास्ते में मिलते हैं रीतों के आंगन, इस रास्ते में मिलते हैं रिश्तों के बंधन, इस रास्ते पर चलने वाले कहने को सब कुछ पाते हैं, लेकिन सब रिश्तों में बन जाते हैं, अपने पल्ले कुछ नहीं पड़ता, बचती है बेनाम से उलझन, बचता है सांसों का ईंधन, जिसमें उनके हर पहचान हर सपने जल बुझते हैं, इस रास्ते पर चलने वाले खुद को खोकर जग पाते हैं, ऊपर ऊपर तो जीते हैं, अंदर अंदर मर जाते हैं, दूसरा रास्ता बहुत कठिन है, इस रास्ते में कोई किसी के साथ नहीं है, कोई सहारा देने वाला हाथ नहीं है, इस रास्ते में धूप है कोई छांव नहीं है, ऐसा कोई गांव नहीं है जहां पे किसी को भीख में कोई तसल्ली में भीख दे दे, ये उन लोगों का रास्ता है जो खुद अपने तक जाते हैं, अपने आप को पाते हैं, तुम इसी रास्ते पर चलना। मुझे पता है यह रास्ता आसान नहीं है, लेकिन मुझको ये भी गम है, तुमको क्यों अब तक अपनी पहचान नहीं है। तुम इसी रास्ते पर चलना बच्चों, तुम उसी रास्ते पर चलना। थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड ओवर टू यू पूनम।
थैंक यू अतुल। आज पहली बार ई इंडक्शन तो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन आपको कविता सुनाते हुए भी मैंने पहली बार सुना है, सो दैट वाज वंडरफुल। थैंक यू. And thank you for taking us through the Shoolini ethos. I'm sure today all our students will go back home feeling extremely proud and assured that they have made the right choice. And before we switch over to the next session, I'd also like to tell you that at Shoolini, we follow the open door policy. And what is the open door policy? Means that you have access right from the Vice Chancellor to the Pro Vice Chancellor to the senior management, everyone, anytime that you want. They do not sit in isolated silos and segregate themselves from the rest. So anytime anyone wants to speak to them, meet them, you're more than welcome, whether you do it in real life or in the virtual world. Okay, so now moving over to the next session. I know English test sunke thoda aapko घबराहट हो रही होगी, but let me tell you, it is something very, very simple, very easy, and it is a proficiency test where we just check as to what level you are on so that we can help you to improve. So please don't be worried, don't be scared. It's going to be a very, very simple one. It will last an hour. And what I'll do now is I'll request Dr. Purnima, she's a senior faculty in the School of English, to please come and explain the guidelines of the test.
Thank you so much, Nanda ma'am. It's really an honor for me, but I'm really inspired by Atul sir because he told about some poetry. And if you permit me, recently I have written a poem because how badly we are missing students in the campus. So give me just 2 minutes so that I can just read and cite the poem. And the poem is like, entering into the class. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Entering into the class like before is missing somewhere. Those smiling faces who wanted to leave all the tribulations behind are missing somewhere. Those sparkling eyes who somehow wanted to conquer the world are missing somewhere. Those latecomers who pleaded to enter the classroom with innocent faces are missing somewhere. Those expressions which change with each dialogue of the drama are missing somewhere. Those hidden feelings of not to study today are missing somewhere. Ah, believe me, my dear students, we say it loud or not, you are being missed somewhere. You are being missed somewhere. Thank you so much, Nanda ma'am. So let me get back to work now. And it is my responsibility to introduce to the next segment of the induction program. It is, as Nanda ma'am told us, that it is something about the English proficiency test. So don't worry about that. It's a very, very simple test for you. So it will comprise of 30 MCQs in the beginning, which will be followed by one comprehension and which will be further followed by one creative writing part. That means a story is being given to you and you have to recreate the story for, right, in your own words, right? So this is a very simple test, and on the basis of that test, you will be divided into further writing seminars, writing seminar 101, 102, and 103, which will be detailed, you can just share in detail with you with Professor Narendra Verma on the third day of the induction program, right? So this is something about the text, and now I request Dr. Kamal Khan sir to get into the technological part, and he's the one who is going to tell you how you are going to attempt the test, right? So thank you so much and welcome to Shoolini University and all the very best. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Purnima, as charming as ever. Good to see you smiling. And now we have another very charming person, the lovely Dr. Kamal Kant, a favorite with all students. Dr. Kamal Kant, if you could please just explain the guidelines for the test.
Surely, ma'am. Surely. Thank you. Hello, a very good morning and welcome to all the new students. And as all of us are saying that we are missing you in the campus, but we cannot help it. We have to live with this, and we'll try to make it as interactive as possible. Right. So, as Dr. Purnima explained about the quiz to you, English proficiency test. So I'll just take you through how do we take that test, right? So it is a 1-hour test, as explained by Dr. Purnima. I'll just share my screen. So I'm sure you can see this. Just give me 1 second. So to close it first. Okay. So I'm sure you can see this, and on this you all have access to your My Shoolini dashboard, right? On your My Shoolini dashboard, you can see this unit tab over here. I would share it to like take my host rights because otherwise the pop-ups will keep on appearing. So you can see this unit tab over here, and you have to click on this. And once you click on this, so you'll be directed to eUnit, and on eUnit, so eUnit is our learning management system, and on eUnit, you'll find a course like this English proficiency test. So there will be just one course for all the new students, and you click on this English proficiency test, and you'll see a quiz. You'll see, I'll show you the screen how it would look to you. So start the preview. So this is a test. You have to take the test on this right hand side. The time will keep on appearing, and this is a 1 hour test, and the timer would, you can see the timer as well. At the end of the test, you just have to submit the quiz, and that is all, right? So the quiz starts at 11:30 sharp, right? And you start at 11:30, and it is a 1 hour quiz, so it would be available till 12:30, right? And that is how it would go. Just remember, at the end of the quiz, you have to submit it. So there would be a tab called submit, and you have to finish and submit the quiz, right? So that's all at my end. So again, just to give you reiterate, so on your My Shoolini dashboard, so you'll find a tab called eUnit. You just have to click on this eUnit tab, and you'll be directed to the quiz. So that's all from my side. Back to you, Nanda ma'am.
Unmute karo. Hello, can I be heard?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Please.
all right. Yes, so that's very simple. I'm sure everybody can attempt it without any issues. And if you do turn run into any glitches, please don't worry. We are there to help you, support you, whatever you need. And before we send you off for the test, which Sir said starts at 11:30, please remember that we come back at 2 o'clock for the virtual club mela. All right. There is going to be fun in that. We have a lot of lovely clubs that we have launched in Shoolini University. So request you not to share your screen, please. So 2 o'clock, everybody logs back. We will tell you, Abhi Atul sir told you about our social projects, about the work we do. So I will take you very quickly through some of the amazing work that our students do. I'm sure there are lots and lots of kids here who want to make a difference, and we will do work virtually even if we are not here in the real world. So we'll do that, and then we'll introduce the clubs. The club presidents will show you small snippets of the kind of work that they are doing, and then we'll float a Google form so that you can join the clubs and we can have events. In fact, we've already had 3 events online with huge success, and with you around, we're going to have so many more. So 2 p.m. today, please make sure everybody's logged back, because you are going to miss a lot of fun if you don't attend that. Tomorrow morning, wonderful session at 9:30. You have a virtual yoga. So We have the most amazing faculty and school of yoga. Even if you've never tried it before, please try it. Take that class tomorrow. Dr. Subodh and Mala are amazing people. They'll make it as simple as possible for you and you will just love it. And then we'll also tell you about regular yoga classes that go on in the campus virtually and in real life. Then, followed by virtual yoga is a session, Say No to Drugs. We have Dr. Sumedha with us. She's going to talk to you from the Northeast. Sumedha is an amazing person who's done so much wonderful work on drug awareness. This is a session no one should miss because you may not be doing it. You may find somebody else doing it. So how to recognize the symptoms. That's another session. And then followed by that is My Shoolini and open electives, because you need to know how the app works, how you choose your open electives, how you have classes, how frequently, what is the credit system, everything will be done on that. And then we have a fun poll. I showed you a video that showed you lots of stuff in your campus. I hope you were paying attention because you're going to have a fun poll, and the ones, maybe the top 5 people, we've got some Amazon vouchers. So make sure you fight hard to get those vouchers for yourself. Okay. And followed by that, we have Mr. Vivek Atre. He's a TEDx speaker, an ex-IAS officer, an amazing speaker who can fill your life with so much positivity. In this era of Corona, I know it's very difficult to keep your spirits up. But once you listen to Vivek, you will get the mantras of how to stay motivated and how to stay positive. And then we have a fun session. That's the Cyborg Bollywood session. That's in the afternoon. I will tell you the exact time, but around 2:30 we will have that. So make sure you have your sneakers on, your running or sports kit on, and you all participate, because Ashraf, who comes from Bombay, is an amazing person and an amazingly fun person as well. So you're going to have a lot of fun. Join the class and don't say ki maine to lunch kha liya, I'm feeling too lazy, mujhe kuch nahi karna. Please join in. And on the final day, we will take you through your e-unit, your writing seminars, how they function, how you are expected to operate, how everything will be online. And then another very important session on how to keep yourself safe on the roads and on social media. Very important, because you're not there physically, but social media is there to make or mar your careers. So what to do, what not to do, how to be safe on the roads as well. That is a session that's going to be done. And then we break into department sessions where you go to your departments, your faculties will tell you what the department looks like, how it's going to function, how you're going to operate, who are the faculty members who are going to teach you. And then we come to the last session on day 3, that is going to be meet and greet. You saw the open air theater. Normally we have it over there, but hopefully this time, even if though it's virtual, we will have the same amazing experience. You guys are so talented. Yesterday, we had a very, very difficult time trying to shortlist people. So we've shortlisted. Our older students are already at work, and that will be the final meet and greet. So now I'm closing the session for now. You will please go for your test, finish it. And 2 o'clock, remember, we are doing the virtual club Mela, Bollywood of the 70s. Don't miss it. Thank you, everyone.